Good morning. Ira Epstein with your Morning Flash Update, and this update is for the morning of Tuesday, and we're sitting here at the 10th of June, 2025 at 8:15 a.m. Central Time. Well, let's take a look at the day's events so far and what's coming up. The National Federation of Independent Business, their May number came in at 98.8 versus April's 95.8, so a definite pickup. Redbook retail sales, well, as I said yesterday, they've been running 4.5% as high as 6%, and here you are, 4.7% in the first week of June 2025 versus a year ago, and 4.7% in the week ending June 7th versus the year ago. Then we come over here to Trade Rep Greer is supposed to address an economic club of New York around 11. Now, that's 3 hours from now. I understand 6-hour difference between the United States and London, and I'm talking Chicago and London. So if we're 8, that puts the market at 2 there. They're back in session. Also, Treasury Secretary Greer is supposed to testify tomorrow between the Congressional House and Ways Committee. So given that that's happening, I would assume we're going to wrap up these talks if these schedules are going to be made, and especially if the Treasury Secretary is coming back to the United States for this important meeting. So we'll see. Where do I think you're going? I think you're going right back to what they agreed to in Geneva. They're putting it properly down in paper and going to tighten that up. Could it be more? Of course it could, because the president brought in visas for students and things of that nature. Let's see what happens with that. The API will release their weekly member stockpiles today at 3:30. All right. So where are we in the markets? Well, when we take a look, the stock market up a little bit, and I think it should be. I don't see these talks ending with nothing took place. If that's the case, you'll drop like a lead rock, a balloon, a sinker, whatever you want to call it, right on down. It's time probably for silver and gold to give a bit of a correction here. Silver already dropped about 30 cents. There will be vacuums when you go straight up like that on the way down, but I'm not bearish at all. I think that silver's probably a market, probably one of the best looking metal charts I've seen in a long time. Doesn't mean it'll hold up, but that's what I'm seeing. The dollar down a little bit. The British pound slipped back. The Swiss franc coming back up after breaking. So this is a 45-point rally off the low, 70-point rally almost in the euro. So the markets, as we're getting closer to this meeting ending, I think the markets are starting to sniff something out. The weather has just been perfect, and that takes away from demand for natural gas. So it continues its churn to the lower side until we get some warmer weather. I just saw the weather forecast for a good part of the Midwest. I don't see a heat buildup. When you take a look at what's going on here, if you get my newsletter, you'll see in my newsletter that I wrote about why oil, even though the headlines say, oh, they're going to put out another 411,000 barrels that's coming up now for the July period, you've got to go back and look out of these 411 each month that's been coming up, what's really being produced. And I did that, and I wrote about it last night. It'll surprise you. You're not hitting the numbers of production, and that's giving the markets a bid with the idea that if the U.S. and China can reach a detente of sorts, then what could happen is you can start picking things up in China. China's under tremendous deflation, a slowing down of an economy, and things have to be looked at really hard. The secondhand market in China has come alive in a very big way, according to the reports I'm reading. And in the grain markets, well, the same impact that you're getting here is working on these markets. In July, corn, I think the contract low is 421. So you're getting down to numbers, or the yearly low might be that. So you're getting very close to what those lows are. I want to remind you that I put out a silver report. You have one more day after today to view it. It's on our website at iraepstein.com. It's up on the top left here. Just give it a click. If you're a paid subscriber, just go to your member login at iraepstein.com and you can view it there. It'll go off our website on Wednesday. I'm Ira. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with you